Morning everybody, Jeff from Russ Bucket Valley Garage. We're working on the 95 Jeep Wrangler today, and we're working on upholstery. Okay, so on the passenger seat we have this. On the driver's seat we have this. So how can we make this look like this? Okay, today we shall find out. So if you saw the previous video where we repaired the foam because there was a big hole right here, okay, we have our new foam that is glued in here and it's fixed in here real good. Okay, so it's not really going anyplace. So yesterday we received our new upholstery from Seats Manufacturing down in Orange County. Okay, and I must say it looks very, very nice. So the first thing that we have to do is take and prepare it for installation. Okay, if you look here, down in these little gullies on the side here, there is a steel bar, and there's a steel bar across the back, there's a steel bar down the side. Okay, this is actually the front of the seat right here. So what those steel bars do is they give you an area to take and make the seat pan, and then it kind of rolls off into the side. Let me show you what that looks like. So on the passenger seat that's still in the car, you notice here's the seat pan, okay, and this is that groove here, and the groove here, and then there's a groove in the back that I was referring to. Okay, it makes your seat pan nice and flat, and then you have a roll that goes up on your foam here. Okay, so whenever you're doing reupholstery work, you want to take and make sure that it's close to the original as you can possibly get. Okay, so let me show you how we take and get those. Okay, so when we take and get our new upholstery, it comes like this. Okay, and it's all packaged up and everything. We received it via Federal Express from Seats Manufacturing. Okay, just looking at the quality of the material, they did a very nice job here. The stitching is really even. It's really high quality work. We really like them. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take this and we are going to turn it inside out. Okay, and I'll show you why that is. Okay, so we've taken the upholstery and we turned it inside out. Okay, there are these channels. Okay, this is actually the back. Okay, and you have one on this side right here and one on this side right here. And what actually takes and goes through there is this steel rod. Okay, we always take and replace these rods because these are new, the other ones are rusty. Okay, and there's kind of a pocket right here, and you just take those and you stick those in the pocket. Okay, and you will be using these to take and anchor the material down to this bar that is in the side here, so it will pull the pan, which is this area here, flat. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the other two bars in, because there's one in the back, and then there's one on the other side. And I just used 1/8" welding rod, okay, and then I used a little needle nose pliers and just put a little loop on the end so there's not a sharp edge. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish this one, and then I'll put the one in the front and I'll show you what those look like. Okay, so we have those bars put in. Okay, so there's a bar in here and a bar on the left and a bar on the right. Okay, so we're ready for installations. Now we have to take a look at the hardware that came with it. Seats Manufacturing takes and gives you a like a single-use hog ring pliers. Okay, and we have like a professional one that's spring-loaded that will take and go ahead and hold the hog ring in there for you. Okay, the hog rings that they take and give you, I think we're going to take and use ours because ours are a little bit heavier gauge. So let me go ahead and go get those, and then we'll be ready to start the installation. All right, so you'll notice a difference in the hog rings that we use. These are like commercial grade, okay, and I don't know what kind of grade these are. The wire gauge is quite a bit heavier, so we like these a lot better because they stand up to a lot more abuse. And since your seat is in the car, it is going to be subjected to moisture. These things do get rusty. These things snap pretty readily. Okay, so what you do is you just use a heavier gauge, and your job lasts a lot longer. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to position the upholstery on the bottom, okay, and it's basically going to be in there like this, because the thing is, there are landmarks that are on upholstery. You know, just like saying, okay, if you give directions to somebody on how to get to the store, okay, go down to the corner to the post office and turn right and go half a block and the market's on the left. Okay, well, upholstery is the same way in that you want to take and line up certain things to make sure that you get the cover on correctly. So you want to make sure that the rods that you take and put on the sides are in the proper position on both sides, and that will take and put you this way, okay? And then from front to back, okay, we have another bar here in the back to take and index it. So, and then there's another bar down here at the bottom, and we're going to be putting a hog ring on there in a couple of different places to take and hold this in position. So we'll know that front to back and from side to side that we're oriented correctly. Then we can start on working, getting the sides together. Okay, we're starting to take and orient the material, and we want to make sure that it's lined up. Okay, usually on the sides is a bar all the way down, and there is. On this one right here, there is a little loop right here, and then there's another one here, and another one here, that is, that you're going to put a hog ring through, okay, just like this. You're going to put it in the pliers. Okay, let me show you what the hog ring plier looks like when it's loaded up. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have captured that lip that is on the seat pan itself, the metal seat pan, and we've also captured the rod that's going through here. So we're going to go ahead and continue across here to capture that, okay, and that will take and hold the rear seam, you know, because the seat back goes right here, okay, and it'll hold that in position, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, you can take and see down in here, okay, we have the hog rings on here, and they are, you know, here and here you can see them. So we put about 6 in there. Okay, took us about a minute and a half to take and do that. Okay, and you notice that the back of the seat pan right here is starting to be pulled down into position. Okay, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we want to kind of stretch this forward a little bit, okay, to take and flatten the seat pan out. Okay, then we want to take and go on the side here, and we want to take and catch this metal rail that's inside here, and we also want to catch the metal rail that is way down in here. Okay, and we should be able to take and do that with the pliers, because they have like a real nice nose on them, that when we take and load up a hog ring in there, we should be able to reach down in there and get that. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and captured the metal bar that goes through this web right here at about 5 different places, and pulled that down into here, and if you take this with a hog ring on it and really just jam it down in there, and then squeeze it shut, okay, you'll be able to pick up that bar in the chair, and also the part that is on the seat that you put in there, that bar that's inside the webbing, okay, and you'll see that this right here is starting to be pulled down into position. This looks very, very nice. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side, and then we're going to start pulling the sides over. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have the other side that is nailed down there, and you notice the seat pan is nailed down very nicely. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to take and roll this material up over the foam. Okay, sometimes if it's a little bit difficult to do, what you can do is take a dead blow hammer, and as you're trying to take and make some of these corners, you can take and hit it a couple of times with a dead blow hammer, and it will take and give you just a second to take and get it rolled over there. And it'll help you out an awful lot. So once you get all the material rolled over the edge, then you'll be ready to take and start doing the hog rings on the bottom. If you'll notice that on the edge of the material, there is a reinforced edge around here, okay, and you are supposed to take and capture that within a hog ring, okay, on the bottom, and there will be areas that are on the bottom that are just for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the material rolled over the side here and get it fitting kind of nice so we can start doing the underside. I must have, I gotta say one comment about these covers that Seats Manufacturing makes. These things are some of the easiest ones that I've ever put on. Okay, they're very well made. The corners are real made and everything. Sometimes if you get the sets from some manufacturers, you really got to fight to take and get it on. Like we did an interior for a '65 Mustang, and trying to get the back and the seat pan on those. It was a battle. So this right here actually looks pretty well. There might be a couple of wrinkles right here. We can pull those out from the bottom. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to flip this over like this, okay? And you'll notice that there are areas here and here and here and all the way around that you can take and pull this in there, and you can get a hog ring that will bridge this gap, okay, and it will pull your material tight. Okay, so yeah, we got a couple in the back here. So that started the back. Okay, this looks like the easiest one. Okay, and then we'll start doing the sides and then the front, and then we'll be well on our way to getting this cushion rebuilt. Okay, so we have across the back and the sides and the other side, the hog rings put in. You always want to make sure that you catch the reinforced band, you know, when you take and go through the holes. If you happen to make a mistake and you squeeze one of these and you miss the metal inside, just take a pair of wire cutters and cut the hog ring in half, and then use a needle nose pliers and pry out both sides of it, and then go ahead and start over again. Okay, so no big deal. One thing I did notice is on the front here, this is just a little bit short. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take and roll this like this and give it a tug, and you see it comes right in. Then we can take and go ahead and we can hog ring that in the 5 places across the top. Okay. All right, so that wasn't so hard. We were able to go from this to this, and we did it ourselves. and total time 20 minutes taken and get this on. This is actually very, very nice. Really like this. So next thing we're going to do is put the seat tracks back on, and then we'll put the bottom portion, the seat frame, back on, and then put it back in the Jeep. And we can lubricate the mechanism for the back of the Jeep, because this is a reclining seat. Okay, and then we'll be ready to go. So I hope I have given you some real good information, and hope you enjoy our little projects. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate all of our subscribers and our viewers. We love y'all. So come on back next time, see what else we're getting into. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.